New timing is something that I will never recommend to anyone. But here, life has not left any choice other than this. You have your two girlfriends or boyfriends, GATE and college or your job. So you have to give time to both of them, right? You don't have any other option. If you are asking me a particular schedule for the total day, I don't have any answer. And even if someone is having a particular answer, he is scamming you. I am here to treat your disease. The symptoms of those disease are that I don't have time or I have to do so many things. These are the main issues. So here I am that doctor or I am that medical consultant who will treat you this illness. So here I will give you 4 medicines, but I am very much flexible and I will make you to figure out that throughout the day when to take the particular medicines. Okay, I am just prescribing you these 4 medicines to have in a particular day, but you can have it in the morning, in the night, in the middle of the day. That is totally up to you. It will be very clear to you. If you are asking me a particular schedule for the total day, I don't have any answer. And even if someone is having a particular answer, he is scamming you. He or she is scamming you. Consider person A. He studies in a college in which he does not have any attendance restriction. And also the teachers are not that much strict and also they don't teach that much well. So he has no bound of attending the classes. Now, if I tell him that, okay, this is the daily schedule in which you have to give your 8 hours per day. He will tell me, okay, I can give 10 or 12 hours per day also. That is totally fine for me. He is happy with the schedule. Now consider person B. She studies in a college in which she has to be present for 75% of the classes. And the teachers are also very strict. They give her so many assignments. Now, if I give her the same schedule and I tell her that this is the schedule that you have to maintain, there is no other option, then at that point of time, she will be broken. She will be like, GATE AIR 31 has said this, that this is the ultimate schedule for GATE. So, but I cannot maintain it because I have this much things to do. Then she is broken. That is why if I have to make some daily schedule for everyone, so let us say that I am talking with 10,000 students, 10,000 college students. So there will be 10,000 unique routines I have to make. Then only it will be a non-scam thing. Okay, your schedule you have to decide. No one can tell you. But you have to take care of these 4 factors. Number 1, make a goal-specific routine and not a time-specific routine. So a time-specific routine has 2 main features. First is you schedule a task at a particular time period. For example, you are scheduling that I have to see this thermodynamics lecture from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now, maybe your boss has assigned a sudden meeting from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Maybe your college teacher has assigned a sudden lecture or a sudden test from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. just in the morning. Now, your brain is actually very smart. Now, it will find that excuse that, okay, someone else has scheduled this much work. So, it is not my fault if I skip the thermodynamics lecture today. So, with this excuse, then without any guilt, you will skip your thermodynamics lecture. I am sure that you have faced this issue at any point of time. Now, the second feature is that you judge your performance based on how many hours you have studied. There is a very large drawback that you will overestimate your performance. For example, if anyone is studying for 4 hours, but with not that much concentration, then actually he is achieving less than someone who is just studying for 1 hour. Now, the solution is a goal-specific routine. What you have to do is take a diary or a copy, not on your phone. Take a diary or a copy like this. You have to jot down all of your tasks, maybe 4 to 5 tasks. Scheduling more than that much is not practical because you will not have that much time. But you have to schedule those or write those according to the priority. If your first priority is that I will solve 10 fluid mechanics questions, then I have to watch thermodynamics lecture. That is, first priority means what? Even if you don't do anything, you have to solve 10 fluid mechanics questions. That means it is your first priority. Your first priority can also be to talk to your mother or father. That can also be your first priority, but you have to understand that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to solve those 10 fluid mechanics questions from 12 to 1 or from 5 to 6. That is totally up to you. Now, my suggestion is you have your tasks scheduled. Now, you are the master of your day. If you are getting time at the morning, go and solve. If you are getting time in between your college classes, go and solve those 10 questions. Then, if you are getting time before going to bed, go and watch that lecture. So, you have to use these micro times. Okay? So, this is the goal specific routine. And one part is that I think you can still see the page of my diary in which I used to jot down all my goals. So here you can see a square box at the leftmost part. Here I used to tick mark those tasks which I have completed successfully. So this will give you a dopamine surge, and this is a trick by which you can hack your brain or trick your brain to maintain consistency. I have made a separate video in which I have explained so many tricks like this which you can apply into your life to maintain consistency. Now you say that you don't have time. For that, I have the second medicine. That is using your micro intervals effectively. What the hell is this micro interval? So I will give again an example. That is, when I used to go to my college, I was having 30 to 40 minutes in the metro. Now, luckily, I had that much comfortable place in the metro to stand. The metro was not that much crowded that I cannot stand at least comfortably. So what I used to do at that time, instead of watching reels, instead of gossiping with that friend, I used to revise that note, that either that short note or that note of my mistakes in the test series or anything like that. Okay, I'm not urging you to learn something new, but you can at least revise what you have already learned in that time. Okay. Now the next micro interval can be your gap between two classes. If you are doing your job also from 9 to 5, if you are getting any time, maybe it is an half an hour slot. So then you have to find that micro interval and solve maybe 1 to 2 questions. Okay. So that is very important. You have to find those micro intervals. Now, the third medicine is about the college itself or the workplace itself. And that is understanding your dynamics of the college, dynamics of your college or your workplace. Again, I will give an example. In my college, I knew that as it is an autonomous college, in the semester examination question will be set by those teachers who are actually teaching me. That is why I knew that if I attend their classes, even if I don't like them, I attend those classes, I will get to know that this is the thing from which the semester questions will come. Okay? So, contrary to the fact, if you go to any topper or coaching faculty, they will tell you to bunk the classes. But here, I used to attend all the classes, all the boarding classes, all the bad classes, everything. So, those of my friends who used to bunk the classes, they were like before the semester that I cannot give time for GATE preparation now. So for this hefty, large 20 days of the semester, I cannot afford a single hour for my GATE preparation. As the result, they used to forget at least 50% of the important formula. But I did not have that issue because I used to follow my classes. And because of that, in the exam times also, I could at least dedicate 1 to 2 hours per day for my GATE preparation because I knew that from this source, my exam semester will come. Okay. Now you have to understand your college dynamics. The best source is your senior. You have to go to your senior and ask them that what are the hacks so that I can survive in the college very easily. Maybe they will tell you that go to that book or solve the PYQs. Then you will get 60% of the question common. So then half of the problem is solved. And my friend, consistency is very important for any kind of exam preparation. You cannot skip your 1 day of GATE preparation for your semester examination. that you can do only if you are understanding your college dynamics properly. Now, the last medicine is for the college going students only. Don't think separately about a subject for semester and about the same subject for GATE. So I will take here engineering mathematics and I will take here the subject of linear simultaneous equation. So you see that in GATE, they will ask you that are these simultaneous equations having a unique solution or no solution or infinitely many solutions. Now for this, you have a formula, you have a trick, but you have studied it for the GATE only. Now you don't know that what is the logic behind this formula. Now the same question in the semester examination, when it is asking you the logic, then you cannot answer this. And during the semester time, you know that I have to study that logic, and that is why now you are again studying the same thing and you are mugging up the logic. For GATE, you are mugging up the formulas and tricks, and for semester examination, you are mugging up the logic. So you are studying the same topic for 2 times. Now, if you are in your 4th year, then you have to study like that. Study like GATE. Just mug up the formulas. That is okay because you don't have time. But if you are in your 3rd year, then my suggestion would be study from scratch everything in depth and solve like GATE. If you have the in-depth concept, then you can solve the questions that will come in the semester. And with that, you can score at least 6 out of 10. But in GATE, you cannot give the excuse that I know the explanation, but just because I wrote 4 plus 2 equal to 2, I did not have the correct answer. Even if you toss a coin and give the correct answer, that is also acceptable. But you have to give the correct answer. That is why if you are in your 3rd year, study from scratch in depth, but practice like GATE. If you are in your 1st or 2nd year, study from scratch in depth and practice the subjective questions of the semester also, because that will help in your concept building. Now, if you are someone who wants to join BART, ISRO, DRDO, or if you want to join IISc Bangalore or any IIT, then you have to build a great basic, a great fundamental. There is no other option. So it is better to study like that from the scratch. So these were the 4 tricks and tips that you have to maintain throughout your preparation journey so that you can balance your college or your job with that of GATE. Now again, if you are disappointed that I have not given you a particular schedule or routine, then please, I am begging you that understand this, that you are in a unique situation, in a different situation from a person who is having 24 hours per day for GATE. So if you are in a unique situation, you have to do the things in a unique way to get some unique results. Otherwise, you have to give 2 to 3 attempts and you can always go for that if you want them. But you have to do the things separately, and separately means you cannot copy anyone. You have to work hard to make your own unique strategy. Now, if you are someone who has already defined that I don't want to give a single money for my GATE preparation, in this playlist, you will get the full sources, the free sources of all the subjects in mechanical engineering, including engineering maths and aptitude. So I will meet you in those videos. Until that, goodbye, take care, and